What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the 10th and final episode of my Buffalo Sabres franchise mode series. As you guys can see, I've not sent any preseason games yet, and the reason for that is on the last video I asked you guys to comment which trade I have to make in this episode. Top rated comment was Brendan Hurley, who said I think you should get Austin Matthews, imagine a line of McDavid, Cousins, and Matthews. 85 thumbs up. Now, I didn't put a heart on that comment along with some others, so that probably helped, boost it up, but still, it was the highest rated comment by far. I think the next one was like Eichel, who had like 35 thumbs up to go get him. So I'll show you guys our lines right now before we make the trade for Matthews, because it's going to cost us a lot. So McDavid, Cousins, Quinn, Savoy, Nazar, Jokla all get +5. Comtois, Johnston, Kucherov +3. Lamb, Yolanden, Ryan +2. Defensively there, Dahlin, Theodore, Drysdale, Power. Great top forward. Hopefully not have to break them up. Casper, Kim. I'm thinking it might cost us Casper. Goalies, we got Hofer starting, Gunnarsson backing him up. AHL, I'll show you guys after. As like I said, the lines are going to get all switched up after this trade. Also, quickly, I'll show you guys who won the Stanley Cup last year. It was the Dallas Stars. AHL team, though, won their third straight Calder Cup for the 3-peat. So imagine if they go for the 4-peat here. That would be pretty crazy. But like I was saying, I got to trade for Austin Matthews now. Thing is, he's on the Ottawa Senators. Not only is like a rival, but they're in our division. So the more we give up for him, the better the Senators are going to be. I'm thinking for sure we're going to have to give up Jokla, good young player, 21 years old, 90 overall. Should probably have more value, but he didn't have the greatest season last year. And then we also have to give up Kucherov just for the salary. So kind of like right there's the basis of this trade, and we're only about halfway there. So we're in a tough spot. We'll take back that guy. For the roster spot, after that, again, like all I can really think to do, we have those low elites with all the X factors, Arvidsson, Schmaltz here. Lots of value. So can throw them on. And then the Avs first round pick we actually got back for Nakamura. That could maybe get it done. I'm thinking they're going to say no, especially because Matthews isn't on the block. If he was, maybe they'd say yes. So we'll try this trade here. It is pretty equal, and they're getting back a lot. Here we go. Trade's rejected. Value just isn't there whatsoever. So we're going to have to give up Casper. Really good young D-man, 2183. Again, normally I would never make this trade. Like, look how much stuff we're giving up here. Jokla, 21-year-old, 90 overall winger. Only on $1 million contract. Matthews is making 15 for one more year. He's pending UFA. Same with Kucherov. First round pick. The Avs are like looking like they're not going to make the playoffs. Arvidsson, really good prospect. Casper's a great young defenseman. If they say no to this, I don't even know. We're going to have to do something stupid to get Matthews. Trades rejected. Wow. Look at that. Nazar's a 90 overall, and he's got less value than Johnston. How does that work? Okay, so we'll try Johnston first, I guess. Or no, let's just do Comtois. We just got him. So this is insane. 90 forward and 85 forward who plays like a 90 in Kucherov. Casper, 83 overall defenseman. Comtois an 88 forward and a first round pick that could be a lottery pick. All for Austin Matthews. This is ridiculous. Let's see what the Senators say to this. Wow, we like Comtois. Guys, I'm trying to do the Matthews trade. Like, what are we supposed to give up? And you know what, guys? I figured out what we have to do. Obviously, not trading McDavid. Max Savoy is the guy we have to give up. 93 overall. Tons of value. Cousins is the captain. Dahlin's number defenseman. So, it's going to cost us Savoy. Alright, guys. So, here's the new offer I'm making for Matthews. Matthew Savoy, as I mentioned, he's got to be part of the trade, do the trade value to actually get this done. Bakos, they like $1.2 million in the AHL. Just kind of smooth it over. Comtois, $3.3 million, kind of even there for the salary. Plus, Kucherov is making too much money to send the other way, so I don't really mind, giving up Comtois here. Those two guys are just there for roster spots. They like all three. The value is on our side. We'll see what they say to this. Trades rejected. Value's just too far off, so I guess easiest thing would be an Avalanche first-round pick. This doesn't help them out for this season, which obviously we're not trying to do. Still rejected. Isn't sufficient at all. I'll try throwing in our first round pick this year as well. Like, this is crazy. Savoy, Comtois, 2 firsts for Matthews. Come on. Trades rejected. Alright, guys, my new offer for Matthews is better get it done. Savoy, Kucherov at 50%, and Casper. Now, Kucherov, look at this. The trade just gets done with him at 50%. Like, a different number at 50%, it says Ottawa's over the max salary, so at 50, it just gets done. We're probably going to still have to add a first-round pick or two, but we'll try this first. Trades rejected. How is it not sufficient? Savoy's in 93. Kucherov and Casper are 6. So, also going to give them the Avs first-round pick here. Please, game, let this go through. Finally. Okay, there we go. But If it wasn't for that comment, I'm never making that trade, but we've got Austin Matthews now. Alright guys, so I just finished adding the lines and simming the preseason. As you can see, we're 6-0. Cousins there's got 14 points in 6 games, averaging over 2 a game. That first line's just popping off. If you guys are wondering, there's the first line. Matthews, McDavid, and Cousins get a +5. They're all 93 or better, so they're all, basically they're like over 100 overall. I guess Cousins is the lowest at 98. Quinn there, Nazar, Jokla is a nasty second line. You got Comtois, Johnston, and Lotz now on the third line. Lotz is averaging over a point per game in the preseason, 7 and 6. Fourth line's the same, they're getting +2. It's a great fourth line. Defensively, of course, wanted to keep that top 4 together. We did lose the young superstar defenseman, but we got Kim and Semin there on the bottom pair. Semin's defensive defenseman with great offensive stats, like 5-star puck skills. His shot's insane. Kind of slow, but good D awareness. And then Kim there's got the great slap shot. Awesome skating, so he'll make up for Semin being slow. Also has good puck skills, not very physical, but 95 stick check. I feel like they'll be a fine bottom pair D. Hofer, of course, Gunnarsson still goalies. Special teams wise, you got +5 in both foremans, +5 in both power plays. That first unit looks ridiculous. Even the second unit here looks solid. I got lots actually on the second unit, so I could have double shifted McDavid again. But I'm just trying not doing that. Maybe he'll have more energy when he's out on the ice the rest of the time. PK wise, +2 and a +5 actually on the second unit. And then in regards to the 3-man PK, I've actually got Matthews and Cousins out there. No boost, but it's our best players besides McDavid, so they should be still pretty good out there when we are down 2 men. In regards to the AHL team, guys, we got Rosen, Cooley, Coronado on the first line now. So if Lotz doesn't do too good, like say we're halfway through and his points aren't too great, I'll just call up Coronado to replace him. I do feel bad. He's just been stuck in the AHL this whole time. Rest of the AHL team, we got more on the second line, which isn't too bad. I wonder, okay, yeah, Isaac Rosen only a 79, so we'll put him on the bottom there on the left side. More Cooley, Coronado, all 80+ first line's kind of nasty. The bottom 6, the first time's not the greatest, but not terrible either. Defensively here, we still have an 80 in Kutta, Kovalchuk's a 79, Zellweger there still, Koskarana, Schmaltz and Arvidsson, these are the 2 low elites, all the X factors, so maybe they'll grow and do well. And then we got Brizgallo starting, Meyer backing him up. Is this team a Calder Cup winning team? Probably not. I feel like we've traded away so many things at this point. It's going to be tough for that AHL team to still be sick, but that's alright. I feel like I'll take the 3-peat in the AHL. Now, regards to the NHL team, you can see we have 100 offense, only 93 defense now, so it's gone down, but that's alright. 86 goaltending. Look at that. You got Savoy on the other side. Hurts to see, but we've got Matthews, so we can't complain. I mean, look at those top 3 players. So we'll get started here, guys, with the final sim, and hopefully can bring home our second Stanley Cup. And so at the end of this over here, guys, we've record of 22-8-1, so we're playing really well. Senators, though, are doing better than us, which probably makes sense. They got Savoy, Kucherov, the good young defenseman, I'm sure, is in their top 4. That trade might haunt us. AHL team, surprisingly, is doing well. 22-10-2. I thought they might have lost, too many players. Coronado going off, 41-34. Looking for that, 4th straight Calder Cup. Matthews does 43-31. Still, doing pretty sick. And quickly looking at the stats, you guys can see we got 5 players over a point per game. And I wanted to see Lotz. He's got 17-31. Third line, 11 goals. That's not too bad. And so another trade deadline here, guys. Record of 40-19-2. We're still second in the division behind the Senators. They have 86. We've got 82, so we're 4 back. Let's see. The Oilers have 85. Stars have 89. So there's 3 teams in the NHL better than us, but still some games left. Take a look here and see Matthews 87-61. He's crushing it with McDavid. You kind of expect that. AHL-wise, Coronado still over a point per game. He's got 70. AHL team's got 80 points. Stars have 89. Canucks 91. Geez. So we are one of the better teams. There's a couple stacked teams there. Really, not really sure if we're going to make a trade. Maybe I would do something like package Jokela and Comtois for another superstar to put in the top 6. And then just call up Coronado. Really going kind of top heavy with this one. Gunther's available. Logan Cooley, 90 overall. Okay. Edvinsson there. Veleno, Zeri, Paterka, of course, former player of ours. Knight, Reinhardt, Anderson, Dolan, Chinikov. Okay. Let's see what else is out there. Alright, guys, check this out. So I was looking around for players to trade for. Went to the Ottawa Senators. Matthew Savoy, our former player, 93 points at the deadline. Are you kidding me? 33 goals, 60 assists. I thought Matthews was popping off. I think Matthews has 87. Yeah, he's got 87. And Savoy's doing better than him, obviously, too. They've got Kucherov, and he's popping off, too. 82 points. Looks like he's probably playing second line based on the ice time. Casper there, not doing amazing or anything, but still, wow. We've definitely helped them get first in the division. So, I'm just going to kind of go crazy, basically, guys. Final trade deadline, who cares? Dylan Guenther's the best player available that's, on a team's trade block, which means we can actually trade for him. 93 overall, so he grew a ton for Arizona. I've had him before. Never gets higher than, like, 87 for me. 27 years old, 93 overall. What is his points there? Looks like he got 79 points right now in the year. Really good puck skills. Pretty good shot, nothing crazy. 98 offensive awareness, though, is huge. Even his defensive stats are actually really nice. So I'm going to try and make a crazy trade. Definitely get to retain, I think, 50% on him. And the way I'm looking at this trade, probably going to be a 2-for-1. I'm thinking Jokela, who's almost as good. He's, I think, 3 overall lower. And I'm going to add Comtois to him as well. So, yeah, there's Jokela. 90 overall. I'm also going to add Comtois, as I'll show you guys here. He's really not doing the best. Third line minutes, but still, he's only got 30 points there. And then even Jokela, what's he got? 42 points. You'd think he'd just be doing better. And then we still have our first-round pick back, which they want, so we'll add that to the trade. See what the Coyotes say to this one. I think this probably doesn't do it, but we'll try. Trade rejected, yeah, so we'll have to add something nice here that, makes this trade go through. Obviously, not going to be an NHL player. Could be one of our defensemen here. Could do Arvidsson, 3 years older than Schmaltz. Low elite. Come on. Trade still rejected. I mean, they don't even want him, which is kind of surprising. They do like Leopold, though. Honestly, our AHL team seems to be doing pretty fine anyway, so I'll add Leopold here as well. Huge offer. I mean, they're getting back an almost as good player in Jokela as Guenther, who's younger. Comtois, another forward, a bunch of picks and prospects. Come on. Trade is still rejected. That's crazy. So they wanted Leopold, so maybe they'll just do him and 2 first-round picks. Jokela, Comtois. Come on. Wow, that's crazy. And look at this, guys. As I was trying to make another trade with Arizona, I just got offered Hellebuck by the Avalanche. I feel like at this point he's probably not that high rated. Yeah, he's only an 80, so I'm going to say no to that one. That actually reminds me, I haven't checked our goalie stats, so I wonder how is Hofer doing here as our starter. 900 save percentage, 3.14 goals against. The goals against should be better. Gunnarsson, I don't know why his value is so low. 0.92 and a 2.41. He looks really good. Wow. We just got offered Vasilevsky for a second, a third, and Brzgalov. What is Vasilevsky rated at this point? He's only an 80. Look at those stats. Oh, that's ugly. So it didn't seem like we could get Guenther, guys, so instead I'm going to try and trade Comtois in a first for Cooley in a second. Cooley's retaining 50%. He's got 60 points on the year, 90 overall there. Two-way forward. He probably should be a playmaker, honestly, but look at that. Really good all-around stats. Also getting them our first-round pick this year, but we're getting back a second, so pretty good value. See what they say. Trades rejected. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to just, help out the future GM. We'll take back the Islanders second. And there you go. Okay. So, Comtois for Cooley, definitely a nice trade. Probably the only one we're going to make there. I feel like our top 6 now is going to be insane. And so the trade line's now complete, guys. Our trade for Logan Clue is actually the last one. You've got Julian Gauthier to the Blackhawks, Lysell to the Jets, Tyson Foerster to the Leafs, LeBanc to the Devils, Chaika to the Leafs, Ratcliffe to the Hurricanes. You got Noel Gunler to the Oilers, Muka Muldean to the Ducks, Borgstrom to the Avalanche for a first. He must have really jumped up in rating. Crazy, Blackhawks let him go for free, but still, I'm surprised he grew that much to be worth a first. McMichael to the Sharks. He was just on waivers. What? And Jacob Bryson, last I looked, was like a 79. I mean, they got back a fourth and a couple players, but still. Veranda to the Sharks, Neighbors to the Blue Jackets. Svechkov there to the Kraken. It's a pretty big trade. You got a first-round pick back. The Penguins there got a first and a second for defenseman Nabokov. Spencer Knight to the Sharks. Are you kidding me? Costing a second and a third. It's really not even that much to give up to Florida. Payne Krebs there to the Lightning. Obviously, he was on our team early on. But, alright, guys. So, we'll see what the lines are looking like with Cooley in the mix. Hopefully, it's a Stanley Cup winning team. Alright, guys. So, after the trade deadline, this team is nuts. First line's now Matthews, McDavid, and Quinn. Still getting a +5. We got Cousins, Nazar, and Cooley on the second line getting a +5. Jokela, Johnston, Lotz +2. We then have Lamb, Lulin, and Ryan on the fourth line, also getting a +2. Defensively, no change. In regards to the special teams, I think Cooley is on the second power play unit there. Also, of course, both get +5s. He's also on the PK. Both get +5s now. And he's also on the 3-man PK. So Cooley's coming in, playing a lot of minutes for us. I decided to give Matthews a break in the 3-man. AHL-wise, I've mixed it up a little bit. So hopefully, they still play well. Obviously, would love those 4 Calder Cups. But got about a month and a half left here to sim, guys. Ottawa Senators up next. Hopefully, to make a deep run in the playoff. Like I said, would really love to win, more than one Stanley Cup with this team. And so nothing this season here, guys. A record of 55, 24, and 3. After the deadline, we actually won 9 games straight, which is pretty nuts. And look at this. We passed the Senators there to finish first in the division, 113 points. Trying to see. Wow, the Stars beat us for the President's Trophy by 1. AHL team won their division 49-28-5. Did not win the league, but still, I will take that. So, leading scorer, Austin Matthews, 112-82. AHL Coronado there, 88-82. We'll see how everyone else did. I hope McDavid's also over 100. He is. He got 102, which, I mean, for him is actually a bit of a down year. The last time he had that few points was like 6 years ago. I guess, you know, Rock playing on 2 power plays really helped him the year before. I mean, he was still first line on everything, power play, whatever. So, surprised to see him slow down, but he is 34 now. His stats have gone down a bit. Cousins there, 92. Quinn, 84. Nazar, 81. So, basically, 5 guys there with, you know, point per game or better. Cooley was almost a point per game. Jokla, 61. Somehow had more assists, even though he's got 5-star shot, 4-star puck skills, and he's a sniper. That's a weird one. Theodore, pretty good. Lots there. 74 overall at 54 points. He's definitely going to jump in rating now. He's a 33 goal scorer. This is actually his rookie season in the NHL. It would be kind of crazy. He wins the Calder. Dahlin at 50 points. Drysdale basically. Same with Power. Johnson 33. Not, you know, too bad, but he's done better. Could have had more minutes, but third line, he's PK. Lamb 28 and 7.5 minutes a night. That's actually really good. Dude's got 96 passing there. Decent shot. Yolen and Ryan, rest of the fourth line, then the bottom D pair. So goalies here. Hofer ended up with over 900 save percentage. 3 goals against right on. Gunnarsson a bit better. .911 and 2.7. Take a look at the AHL team. Brizgala, .902, 2.54. Not too bad. Coronado, of course, more over a point per game at 36 years old. Cooley there was close. Rosen, Payarvi, O'Donnell, Leopold, and Jarvinen all had 50-plus points. So, wow, that's 8 guys there at 50 points or better. Kutta, 45 for a D-man. That's pretty solid, too. Bakos was like a grinder in the NHL last year. Pretty happy overall with the AHL team. I'll take a look near next to see where our guys finished the entire league. Matthews should be close to the top. Kachuk, 123. It's always a center. Right behind him, Savoy. And behind him, oh, Stutzel's on the Jets now. But still, Kachuk and Savoy pop off. I thought it was Matthews making them good. Apparently, Kachuk's the one carrying. What the heck? Savoy, 119. Even last year, what do you have? Yeah, 104. How does that work? Alpha Bang there, 114. Reinhardt. Matthews drops from first in the league there at Ross to 112, which put him 6th. Michkov, Robertson, Nietzsche. Goals, Bang there, 58. Matthews was 3rd, though. Just unlucky here, even in the player sims. Quinn Hughes, 86. Jarechek, 79. I actually do have to add his own ability to him with a couple extra X factors. He got drafted pretty high. I don't think any of our defensemen are close. And Nemec there, 63. All of our former players. Ryan Johnson's another former player of ours, 60 points. He's an 86 now. He did have the 99 passing, but he never simmed well for us. We traded him and Nemec to the Islanders. Like, what the heck? All of our players pop off and they go to new teams. I know someone's going to, tell me why that's the case. I think it's just basically bad luck or whatever. Hofer, most wins in the NHL, but save percentage, no way. Yeah, it's Andre there, .910. Goals against for a starter, also Andre, 2.82. So, gotta think he's winning the Vezina. And I almost forgot to check rookie skaters here, guys. Okay, Lotz finished 3rd. You got Chucko, 69. Garon there, 72. I mean, these guys, Chucko's only at 79, okay, but the other guy's at 85. The fact Lotz 74 is competing with them, I think that's pretty impressive. And then entire NHL, we know the Stars beat us for the President's Trophy by 1 point, but I do want to refinish, goals for and goals against. In terms of wins, we actually had the exact same amount of wins. They just had an extra overtime loss. 6 teams there, the 100-plus points. Washington gets screwed. Finishes 13th, don't get in. Last in the NHL. Not Montreal this year, at least. Minnesota Wild. Goals for. We were first place. Just beat out the Senators and the Stars by 1. So we had a lot more scores, it seems. Goals against. Dallas beat us by 7. But still, a very, very good team. So we'll get started here, guys, with our final playoff run. Hopefully, this can be our year. I mean, come on. I want that Stanley Cup. We got the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first round. We know Crosby's not there. We know Malkin's not there. What do they got left? They got this Franzen guy's 91. Batherson, Gensel, Gurianov. Larkin's on the team now. Dyka, Kukinin, Tuzolino. I think I wanted to actually sign him. Knutson, Pinto, Lafferty, Kaminsky. Defensively, wow. That's one of the worst defenses I've ever seen in the playoffs. I mean, I guess they're the 8th seed in the East. Wallstedt's their starter, though. Sorokin backing him up. So they actually ended up getting a couple pretty good goalies there. But, I mean, if you saw that defense and you see our offense, I don't know in what world, but you can't be too confident with these playoffs. Couple wins, though, to start. At home, going to Pitt now. And they, wow. So, I mean, they destroyed us in Pittsburgh. 6-1 and 7-1. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. We get McDavid and Matthews, and we lose to a team with an 81 #1 defenseman. 0-0. 1-1. This could be it. This could be it. Montour. Kim answers back. He's actually a bottom pair defenseman for us. We're doubling their shots. They're on the power play now. Come on. I don't even know. Power play. Kill it. Fran's in for them. Wow. Wow. No. 2 minutes left. 1 minute. Oh, the empty netter. Wow. So, I mean, the Buffalo Sabres, we won the one Stanley Cup. And it sucks I accidentally, skipped the celebration or whatever. But this team deserved so much more than one Stanley Cup in 10 years. How does McDavid, Matthews, Cooley, Nazar, Quinn, Cousins, how do they not win more? That's insane. AHL team swept the first round. And they win the first two in the second round, then they get beat 4 in a row. This team is... Oh my gosh, it's like this team is cursed. What the heck? I'm sorry, guys. I really wanted a Stanley Cup in the final year. I thought Matthews would do it for us. If the Ottawa Senators win the Cup, I'm going to freak out. I saw, okay, Dallas wins it. They won the President's Trophy. Fair enough. I think Dallas won last year, actually, right? They beat us in the Stanley Cup final. We got really close, too. We had a fighting chance last year. McDavid there, 6-6. Take a look at the playoff tree here for the final year. Dallas Stars beat the Ducks in 7, Jets in 6, Kings in 7. Then they swept the Penguins. So the Penguins, a bit of a Cinderella story there. After beating us, they beat the Senators. Then they beat the Islanders in 7. Wow. Good for them, I guess. Awards here again. Dallas, back-to-back Stanley Cups. They also won the President's Trophy this year, so they looked really good. Individual, Brady Tkachuk, Art Ross, and the Hart. Heiskanen, James Norris, Savoy, Lady Byng. Never won that with us. What the heck? Guerin there, Calder, Verhaeghe, Conn Smythe, interesting. Ottinger, Vezina, and William Jennings. Sador there, Bill Masterton. Penguins coach Jack Adams. Barkov, Selke, Mironov finally doesn't win it. Tkachuk, Ted Lindsay, Bang, Maurice Richard. Take a look at the AHL awards next. So Abbotsford Canucks win the Calder Cup. They ruined our four-peat there, although it wasn't actually them that beat us. I think it was Utica. So I don't think, do we have any team awards this year? We did win our division for the 5th straight time, but that was it. Individual awards here. I'm looking for any of our players. This Davidson guy just popped off. Okay, 4 awards so far. Bryson, former player of ours, best defenseman. Georgiev, best goalie. MVP Sagan. Alright, Georgiev also had lowest goals against. I can't believe that. I literally cannot believe that, guys, what happened to us in this franchise. Wow. I do want to check. Did Lotz? He's still a 74. That guy put up 100 points, it seems, and EA is not changing his rating. So, I do want to check the record book. Hopefully it's updated at this point. I don't think we ever broke any career records because Sabres have really good ones. You can see Gilbert Perreault there kind of has everything. Dominic Hasek even, 55 shutouts. We never really had a goalie that lasted. I guess Ukko-Pekka Lehtinen played for us a bit, but wasn't good enough to take out Hasek's records. Season records here. So Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, speaking about him, did have the most wins for a Sabres goalie ever in a season with 43. Hofer came close this year, 42. Rookie records, unfortunately, did not beat any. Game records, also don't have any. I mean, pretty tough to beat. 7 points, 5 goals, 5 assists. I mean, maybe the assists, 64 saves as well for Joe Daly. That is crazy. We'll take a look next at just the NHL here, all-time records. So, Solani, that's rookie goals. I just wanted to see career here. So, Thornton, most games played. Fleury for a goalie. Ovi there, 1,038 goals. Patty Kane was 2 goals behind Ovi and then retired. Wow. And he was on our team there at the end. If he would have just scored 3 more goals, he would have beat Ovi for the most goals ever. That means he, really popped off in the twilight of his career. Gretzky, of course, points, but you got Ovi 3rd. He actually beat out Crosby there. Crosby finished 5th. Assists, Crosby's 4th all-time. Thornton's 5th. Wins all-time's Rodur, but Fleury there is 2nd. Shutouts, no current goalies. 50-goal seasons, Ovi there had 11. And no other current players. 100-point seasons, McDavid 12. Only 3 behind Gretzky, and obviously still going. So, I don't know, guys. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can tell me what I did wrong, but I feel like the 4th line was a pretty solid grind line. We're getting the +2s on everything. I mean, we had Matthews, McDavid, we had good 2-way players, +5 for the chemistry, but even though we're getting good chemistry, I still made sure to play our best players on the first line, then our next best on the second line, because, they do say you want to play your best players the most, even if you're not getting as good chemistry. Like, that's insane to me. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this franchise mode series. Thank you all so much for the support on these videos. It really means a lot to me. And as always, let me know in the comments section which team I should be for the next franchise mode series. I'll have a poll out very soon based on your guys' comments, so make sure to leave it down below. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the series, leave that thumbs up. If you guys have not subscribed yet, I doubt you're watching this late in the video, but hit that sub button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.